Hello, perv lords, scrub lords, and everyone in between, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We lost another member of the colony. And life has gotten harder. How hard? Well, maybe we'll find out in today's episode of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Also, as per usual, we have the Gamin's PC Power Fund. The Gamin PC Fund. We are 50% done with the power supply on my end, and my friend Val is helping me out. Oh, she's got over on Twitch. That's Valkyrie. Not Valkyrie, but Valkyrie. Over on Twitch, she's helping me, and they're at 70%. So, any appreciation, any help is appreciated, even if it's $1. And I didn't even use the Game Chops music today, because this game's music is just so nice. And I don't get clapped like Marvel does to me when I use their beautiful music. Hashtag throw shade. But, let's get in to exocolonist. The Strato Colony. So, let's see. Oh. Maybe I'll move this for now. Just kind of put it there so I can get a look at my purty self. Yeah, that'll do. That way I still have my northwest, east, and south. Louise. It's supposed to be northeast, west, south for news, but I said Louise. Clear-minded, you got no stress. 10 chance of getting a +1. So empathy. Oh, I guess I could go ahead and move this down here. It would still allow me to view everything. Sorry for the repetitive coughing. I'm not in my best state. And now I have hiccups. Why? Why today? This is not good. This is not good for me. Come on. Yeah, give me a moment. Alright, so hopefully I dealt with that one. No, I did not. And that came with a burp. I am so sorry, folks. I'm a drunk person. So, we got our combat. Is there anything nearing? Ow. Oh yeah, we need our creativity up. Damn it, me and my hiccups. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and give us some creativity. Practice the photophonar, and between rests you work on your schoolwork. Or You scroll the colony social media. You upload a recording of something you're working on. Your dad likes it. Playing the photophonar. There we go. Just what we needed. Boom. Oh, stress. Oh, calm temperament gives me minus a stress? Yo, I didn't know that. +1 for each gem on other cards. I don't think I have those yet. But I did it! I have 5 creativity, let's go! And only 2 stress? Yo, let's go! I'm creative! Officially! Like, let's go! 21 creativity! I'm not good at persuasion, but I feel like I'll need it. I don't know how to get persuasion, though. Friendship. I need to find where I can get persuasion. Let's view the notice board. Colony food shortfall. Ooh. Colony security. Oh no. We're not doing good. Supply depot. Oh. +5 biology, 1 bonus to straights, +5 to persuasion, 1 to pairs, 1 to flushes, and just a straight up cake. I don't have enough kudos. Kudos. Well, I guess I could work on my organization. Perception is at 6. Organization is at 4. So if I deliver some supplies, I can get my organizations up. It's been a while, but it's time to attend a meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. Mars starts the SFC, the Secret Fun Time Club, years ago when you were little kids. Tangent and Tammy agreed to join at the time, but then you all got busy and other things and forgot about it. And then Tammy died. Tammy, you gotta fucking remind me about Tammy. Come on, man. My health only lets me stream this like every 2 weeks. You hit me with Tammy again? Fuck. You meet an unused conference room in command, which Mars says is perfect for a secret club. Uno momento. Uno momento, por favor. I did the coffees, but not the coffee. Club President Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang, Vice President and writing down secrets, the record, and records the meeting notes on her holopalm. As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it was your job to come up with something for the club to do today. You chose making friendship bracelets and brought all the supplies you'll need. Today, Mars announced, we're going to make friendship bracelets! And I have an even better idea. We're gonna sell them to people for kudos! This isn't really how kudos are supposed to be used, but Mars is hard to argue with sometimes. The review spent the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Your hearts aren't really in it, though. All three of you know that Tammy would have been much better at this than you. Making friendship bracelets was one of her favorite things. She was always giving them to people and didn't expect anything in return. It's eventually Mars who calls the meeting early. She takes all your misshapen bracelets and looks at them dubiously. I don't know if people will want to trade their kudos for these, but I'll do my best. I'll put the kudos in the club treasury. Meeting adjourned. You ask Tangent if she thinks Mars is actually going to sell them. I think so, Tang tells you, but the club doesn't even have a treasury. She'll probably just keep the kudos for herself. She really doesn't seem to care. Yo, I got an 18 above and beyond. Let's go. Discovery as a baby. Flunking a test. Oh no. I flunked the test. I got an F. That wasn't cool. I just reminded myself of it by playing the card. Hiding in a crate. Oh, I remember that now. If this has the highest value, get a +1. Tangent's focus. Getting your butt kicked is a +5. 8 stress -2, so 6 stress. It's time for the 3rd annual Vertumnalia Festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Edgecott approaches the stage. She folds her hands and sincerely addresses the crowd. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we built a colony of which we can truly be proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing, as always, looking towards, I apologize, I'm a little old, to the future we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings, Edgecott continues. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. Edgecott bows her head. But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis. Ooh, that's a bad name to have. Who guided our children and kept our engine running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in with help from our ship's AI congruence until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. We're also recognizing the passing of our dear friend, Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Oh, God. The names. Known for his gentle nature and curious spirit, Tonin joins his daughter Asperatame and his partner Lavendula in the world of our memories. These names. In this place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing expeditions. And those are the adults. Edgecott invites the rest of the council to stand and recognize among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the city sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Edgecott, you'll mind if I just give a quick announcement? Edgecott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just wanted to say that y'all are who are trusting me with... No, words are things that exist. I wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job. She says, clearing her voice, ringing clear out over the crowd. All cheers rising from from expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. The sniffles folks have been getting jarring pollen. Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep on wearing your masks when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Edgicott says warmly. And thank you to the rest of the council for your services. Live music starts playing and Edgicott smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. The crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs so the children's competitions can be held. Which will you do this year? Well, I got beat in the bot. I got beat at the science fair. Talent show bot triathlon. Creativity. Reasoning. I'll try the bot triathlon. Calm keeps adding complexity to his bot wrestling game. Last year was the hollow obstacle course. This year, there's an accuracy challenge. Sink 3 basket. Sink 3 baskets and you can move on to the next stage. Calm says, unveiling something with a flourish. A vacuum bot with a basket tied to its head. It chirps as it stomps back and forth and the crowd cheers. You're competing against Anemone and Cal. You notice they're not racing around together. Cal is playing with a vacuum bot and Anemone is standing next to her brother. Toughness challenge. Oh, 48. Alright, we got an all blue 1. I'm gonna fail this. Again. I'm not good at these. Like, this just is not cool. The vacuumbot seems to get bored of its part in the competition and takes off towards command. Calm tries to herd it back towards you since you aren't allowed to move your toes from the throw line, but it keeps tearing off in weird directions instead of moving from side to side. They give you some bonus time to make up for it, but it's too late. You're so flustered you totally bomb the wrestling portion too. The competition goes to an enemy this year. After the festivals, you take time off for a much needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. I'm never gonna fucking succeed in those unless I get a bunch of, like, super awesome Omega cards. Deliver supplies. You show up at the delivery depot bright and early, as most of the colony is still yawning and pawing around for their morning cup of bleep tea. Oh, blep. There's no extra B. Seek is there with a large stack of thin white rectangles. Is that paper? That's terrible for the environment. Child, there are more trees out there than you can imagine, Seek says in a patronizing voice. And they grow back. When you're older, you'll understand. And regardless, Governor Edgecott has requested it. She is sentimental for these things. I myself had traded my hollow pump styles for a pen. You deliver a stack of these reports to every council member in the colony. Zeke asks you not to read them, but says it's just boring adult stuff you wouldn't understand. You clutch the papers to your chest and nod. First stop, engineering. Paper? Paper? Yeah, that's it. Paper? 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 Papers, please? Dr. Instance is exasperated. The governor's sending these messages by paper now? Is this a joke? Tell me this is a joke. You shuffle your feet nervously. Seek seems serious to you. She skimmed the first page, muttering to herself, and there's sensitive information in here. All of the superfluous, technophobic, sentimental foolishness. You back quietly away. Next stop, cafeteria. Antecedent takes the notices carefully with both hands. Paper? What a strange idea. And oh, look, Governor Edgecott has even signed it. What a marvelous handwriting she has. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with this once I'm finished reading it. Throw it in her dissembler? Seems far too precious for that. Will I need to get a filing cabinet in here, I wonder? I suppose I could recycle it for craft time. Up. We can scroll up here. Next up is Expeditions Office. Hissolomnica? Utopia greets you outside, holding a heavy crate filled with something alive, struggling to get out. Just leave the notices on that bench there, alright? I'll bring them inside in a minute. Paper. Memos, eh? She chuckles. Is Edgecott really that old? What's next? Toilet paper? Wait, you don't have toilet paper? Oh, how do you wipe your butts? How do you wipe your butts? I need to know. Do you have that thing that shoots water up your butt to clean it? Is that how you do it? I don't know. I kind of want to know. The moment when you put the documents down, a gust of wind picks them back up and they fly everywhere. You snatch for them, but accidentally drop the rest of the stack you're holding. Scramble to pick them up. You shove the papers back together haphazardly, embarrassed at your clumsiness. Refrain from sneaking a peek. You dutifully deliver the remaining report to Chef Rhett and your mom, who both seem confused why they weren't sent via HoloNet. You're a good girl and a good delivery person. You'll feel proud and important for delivering all the messages just like you were told. Boom! Above and beyond! Yeah. Mid-dust. Late dust. Supply depot! Biology. +1 to straights, +1 to pairs, +1 to flushes. I don't know these terms. Gardening trowel, a doll, an animal book. I'll buy this. Gibby. Hey, bud. Okay, there's nothing really new there. What about my parents? Ah, I don't have anything in animals. And this is toughness and kudos and a lot of stress. Wait, I might have a better friendship with him. This is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, holding games. He's just staring out into nothingness, picking absentmindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice your approach. Are you okay? Sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out and say nothing, doing nothing. You're starting to wonder if Dis will ever acknowledge you when he says, "Ugh, I've got to go." And he starts down the hill. He pauses and says, "This is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow." Nine bravery. View the map. An info window pops up on your holopalm when you get closer. What do you want to know about? The known lands of Vertumna. The Prosaic Plains. The Prosaic Plains lie far to the north of the colony, where the higher elevation and natural tilt of the planet makes bromidic snow fall more regularly in every season. Though prone to sudden storm flurries, the plains are a relatively safe place to explore, filled with mostly herbivorous xenofauna. The Valley of Vertigo is a low-lying trench in the east that's dense with pollen and producing trees. There's a wide variety of edible food here, both plants and animal products, leading to some of the explorers calling this place the breadbasket of Vertumna. There are a number of animals here that geoponics would be interested in domesticating. Western Wrestling Ridge. This tongue-twisting region is the broken spine of the planet, home to both dizzying heights and abyssal lows. It's always hot and arid here, no matter the season. Traversing these steep chasms is dangerous, and only to be done by those with a sufficient glider training. However, there are some interesting ruins to explore. The Subaqueous Swamp. To the south is a vast boggy wilderness, home to the dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Exploration in this area is only to be done with extreme caution. Float cow. Xenolevis bovidae. These cumbersome-looking creatures are actually lighter than air due to the large helium sacs on dorsal and ventral sides. Careful balancing of helium and urine allows them to control their elevation. They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance for feeding their young that's also nutritious to humans. The hopi. Xenophilius monopodus. The common hopi. A communal creature with two desperate sets of eyes and one strong foot used for both locomotion and defense. Though harmless, these small warriors can be fierce in groups. The manticore. Xenophilus tyrannus. Highly intelligent and predatory, their plumage changes according to season. Their body is composed almost entirely of dangerous weapons. Do not approach. We're leaving the city again. Leaving our home again. Bravery challenge. This is where we get our bravery, huh? 26. Oh, that's some bull honk. 0, 1. Ah, you're ruining what I'm going for. Damn it. It would appear this is the best. Alright. 7. 1, 2, 3. And we hit a super goal. Let's go. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Bravery. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around. In fact, it looks abandoned. There are some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get at them. Try to plant something. You're just a kid playing at being a farmer. You mess around for a few hours, planting some things that looks like seeds, but it's unlikely any of them will actually grow. Aww, that blows. The path here is engulfed by a dust tornado. It whirls and twirls, not showing any sign of moving out. Perception challenge easy. Alright, let's go here. 1, 1, 1, 2. That's a full 11. Meaning I only need an 8. I just destroyed it. Though if that doesn't work, we can put in a 21 for a super goal. Why can't I get shit like this? Like, come on. You shut your eyes against the swirling dust and somehow manage to walk in a straight line through it. Once you pass through and turn around, the dust storm settles. You wonder if walking through it somehow caused it to die down. Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, we just learned about them, but you've never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. When backed off, it stops and stares at you. An easy challenge. I'm taking 12 out of that right now. Well, that'll mean I'll only need a 5. And like that, super goal! Hey, victorious. I got 2 with animals, so that's how I get animals. I have 9? Ooh. Cool. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while squeaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. I'm gonna need an entire month of rest. Yo, Dees, what's up, my bro? You spot Dees sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore. It's really weird out here, and it's getting late. Dis stares unblinking at you and approaches. Hey, Salomnika, is all he says. I'm gonna tell on you. Your sister's worried about you. He rolls his eyes and huffs. Tangents? He replies incourteously. I doubt it. She only worries about her schoolwork. She really doesn't care. How about I show you something cool? And sneaking out will be our secret, okay? You asshole. He jumps up and walks a little way into the trees as you follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and the large stone outcropping juts out over the cliff face. Dis walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Try to be brave. All 2s, baby. Yo, we're gonna smash this out the park. Five and 5. 16. Super goal! I got another bravery. I got 12 bravery. Let's go. Need stress less than 100. I do have 33 stress now. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holopalm. But you won't share it on the net. This is your secret. Yours and Dis. Keep exploring. There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks. With the leather reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but do you want to see what it does? Be as quiet as possible. Three, three, three. -1, 13. Boom. 2, 2, 2. And we'll toss this in for measure. Because why not? We destroyed it with a super goal! Perception up by 2. What's my perception at now? Yo, my perception's going up. Nice. It's getting closer to 20. My bravery's at 12. Let's go. As you settle in to watch it from behind the strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you. Startled by your movement, you try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out the ground, the good tree, and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture on your holopalm, but you know you can't share it or you'd get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls for a nap. You quietly sneak away so this wonderful Vertumna... words are things that exist. This was so wonderful. Vertumna is a magical place. You're minding your own business when... It's so hot. The two suns are beating down on you. The ground is cracked and parched, and so are you. Ahead is a long stretch with no trees, just merciless heat and the sun scorching to the ground. Look for a shady route through. Yo, I'm pulling out the power cards. Zero, 1, 2, 3. 15. We've already done it. Super goal! Yeah. We're getting far. You spend some time going the long way around, taking shelter under some mush trees. It's still sweltering in the shade, but it's not as bad. I'm gonna make sure to save here in case I have any problems. Yes. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the raining season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pat. Pet. You like the mush trees. You give one a pat and surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflage creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving you a hug. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass. Totally transparent, the sticky fawns are hard to see but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming on your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an obscene amount of just an absence of other vegetation. And super goal! I got a 9 super gold. Yo! Not bad. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blob grass. You spend a bunch of time on it, though, and it takes some tricky balancing, though it's tiring. Wait. Did I just make it all the way back home? Did I just do an entire successful loop? Yo! I did a successful loop. Ooh, what are you? At the top of a rise to the east, you think you spot someone watching you. They're dressed in black. Is that Dis? But they look way too tall to be Dis. Maybe another surveyor? You blink and the figure is gone. Hike over and look for clues. You bushwhack down into the valley and up the other path to where you saw someone standing. Oh, that looks like a Cthulhu. No signs of camp or anything. Obvious like a dropped pack. No note saying I'm watching you. Signed mysterious figure. Spooky. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to handle any other. But we'll see if there are any other that exist. Ooh, we got another log. Cool. More mushwood. Look at my mushwood. That sounds euphemismic. Euphemizer. It's a word. We got an offshoot trail. More mushwood. Alright. Well, that just brought me back over here. Aw. Well. I guess that's my travel. Ooh. Medicinal roots. That's medicine. Time to go home. Time to go home. You're back. You spent the month exploring. My bravery's at 14. We got a boatload of bravery. We got some perception. Oh, yo, our perception's 21. Our animals is at 13. Oh, God, this is going to be so good. I'm going to be able to do so much stuff. Yeah. Late dust. Early wet. Hello. My bravery is at 14, so that's solid. Hey, Butta. Bravery 20 or greater. Well, looks like we're getting more bravery. Sneak out and explore more. Actually, I think I did a fluggy wuggy. I should have not done that. Let's go back exactly 1 minute in time. To the Strata Colony. No, I don't want to sneak out. Relax on the wall. This gives you a short nod as you climb up onto the wall and you take your place nearby. He's good company if you're looking for the kind of company that leaves you alone and doesn't bother you very much. He's looking for much the same. You're a good match for each other in that way. Well, I guess if you make your deck full of power cards, it makes sense. I'll get rid of the... I'll go ahead and forget Wonderment. Mid-wet. Well, time to exit and go outside again. Time for exploration. The colony outskirts. Hold up. Where's all my challenges? Where's my challenges? I don't have my challenges. But it does just increase my bravery. So I guess it's worth it. Mid-wet. Late wet. We'll go outside one more time. So that I can get more bravery. But we're going to explore the whole thing this time. Maybe it's reloaded. No, I think I'll keep going. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Everything is so pretty in purple. Everything is so pretty in purple. Hey, yo, it's so fine. It's all so pretty in purple, pretty in purple. It's so fine. I know I'm not the best singer, but I try. Well, guess that'll be it for this month. Time to go home and get my bravery points. I have all the bravery I need. And my perception's not that bad either. It's a 23. Yo. So much stuff is in 20. Some is at 20. My persuasion is trash. My organization is trash. My organization's still... My biology's still trash. It's a new season. Man, I hate school learning. This... I have a dare for you that I'm allowed to do now. Eat this worm. Oh yeah? I double dare you to eat a worm. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're no meek little hop-eye. Slimy, unsatisfying, very, very gross. This eats his like a noodle, slurping it up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Yuck! Yuck. He says, swallowing it whole, then shows you his empty mouth. You should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing. Value is wild. I don't have many 3 cards, but I am getting 4s and 5s. I need to start getting rid of the low rank cards. Let's see. +1 to challenges. Photophanar. +1 to straights. +5 in biology. Photophanar +1 to yellow cards. +1 to challenges. The Sun Medallion is just a useful item. +2 to a card. Draw a card. Redraw a hand. So I guess I'll need some biology. Also, what's my creativity? It's 21. So I guess I could see what kind of job I could take here. Oh, organization, right. That's at 10. That's at 15. I could finish biology and then work on organization. I'm doing the jack of many trades, which isn't the smartest plan. I'm keenly aware. I should be just permastratting all my way to a max in one area. It's been a while since you've been to life science classes. Yeah, it's been a while. You wonder who they got to teach after Professor Hal died. He was the teacher back on the ship who could possibly replace him. You take your seat in the classroom. There's no teacher here yet. You and the other students wait, exchanging awkward glances as time passes. Oh, damn. Eventually, Chief Engineer Instance breezes through the door. She's accompanied by Tang, who looks to be seated beside you, barely giving you a second look. Look who showed up. Look who showed up. Instance snaps with a sinking feeling you know she's talking about you. Solemnica, can you even tell me what life sciences entails? Biochem, medicine, ecology, geology. Life sciences. Instance doesn't look pleased, but she doesn't look disappointed either. There's about as good as you'll ever get from her, honestly, so you can count that as a win. Tangent stops you in the hallway on the way to class. Solemnica, you are headed to life sciences. Good. I could use your help with something, actually. I'm working with Chief Engineer Instance in the biolab. If you give me a hand with it, I'm sure she'll give you credit for the class. Of course I'm gonna help you. You're my friend. Honestly, admits Tang, we just need somebody to label petri dishes and move them in the cooler to different machines. I'll hop. I could do it. Tang, you're acting like a biatch. Stop it. We're friends. I know we haven't hung out in a while, but I'm trying to help people. I have fun and be brave and stuff. Instance is staring unfocused at her hollow eye as she proceeds the results of the scans. Tang goes and stands beside her, pulling up the scan on her own hollow palm. They confer quietly while you wait. Sounds like they're studying the shimmer, the mysterious illness some colonists get during pollen every year, including your dad. Instance looks up at you, as if just noticing your existence. Oh, Solemnica. Ah, Solemnica. She says, we've been studying samples from one of the colonists who got sick during pollen, including your dad. Some of the stuff in his lungs, it's some kind of fungus. We think the shimmer is a form of reproduction. Tang explains. It's like a fungus trying to turn us into more fungus. like it. It's really neat, actually. Yeah, neat. You spend the rest of the week helping them study the illness. Mostly this involves following instructions and doing as Tang loves to repeat, jobs a hop-eye could do. Nothing beats hands-on experience, though. This would be easier if we had actual samples of the fungus. Instance remarks, they're working with some biological samples, a fancy word for snot. But according to them, the fungus is all mixed with human cells. Instance has to spend a lot of time in virtue space trying to disconnect the two in her models. Where could we find a sample? Our most useful reports have been from foragers returning from the Valley of Vertigo, she tells you. By the pollinators, they call you around. That might be a good place to start. Yo, look, I'm getting good hands now. I'd shattered this one with a super goal. That's 6 in biology. That's 20 in biology. Guess we go over to organization next. 2 data points from a line, but 3 as a pattern. The colony has been high alert, all glow. Perhaps that creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say. And new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You only colonists drill for active plans. You're in class when the siren starts to ring. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The other kid... No, we're gonna get another... No, fuck, no. Please let everyone stay alive. I've done my best. Well, actually, I haven't done my best, but I'm new to this game. The other kids fall to an alert hush. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe here, but it wasn't so safe here last year with Professor Hal. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anyone. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children. She says, the defense squad is already en route to the creatures. This should be all over soon. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. I have bravery. I'm gonna leave. You stand up and leave. Tang and Mar stare at you like you have 3 heads. Congruence doesn't even try to stop you. Not that she even could. She doesn't even have any hands. You slow to a walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop to listen to the dim emergency lighting and hear the metallic popping of something overhead. The ventilation ducts. Your blood goes cold. Monsters. They're here. Tame it. What is my animals? 13. Yo, I could do that. You follow the sounds to a workshop and force yourself to look through the slats of the vent. You gasp. 2 glistening bug-like eyes peer at you. No, 4, 6. They blink like syncopated pairs. When you hear it over the sirens, a soft pinging noise halfway between a chirp and a purr. The creature skitters spider-like from one side of the vent to the other. A small furry tentacle slithers through the slats, searching for a vent release. When it can't find it, it bangs its body against the inside of the vent, denting the metal. I'ma try and tame it. Oh, this is 40. You didn't give me good cards for this. We'll swap that out, get a 12. 2 from telling a violent tale. 14. I won! Yes! I got the cards I needed in the way that I needed them. I tamed him! -1 stress. You win it over by reading its body language and slowly building trust. It seems to want to join you, and you think, hope you'll be allowed to keep it. And you think, hope you'll be allowed to keep it. +1 skill challenge win, +1 bonus to straights. You look the species up on your holopalm and learn that Vriki, so named for the frills they make, which yours is making now, cuddling against your leg, are neither male or female, though they do require a mate to reproduce. So it's a they then. You decide to name it Aww. What do I name this cute spider tentacle monster? Oh. Oh, you're so cute. If only I had people here to help me. I'm taking off my glasses. What do I do? You look so cute. Spider, tentacles, 4 limbs, what appears to be a squirrel tail. You know what? I'm gonna make a reference. Minas Ethel. Your name is Minas Ethel. But it's all one word. Minas Ethel. Yeah. Okay, Minas Ethel it is. They blink every one of their beady black eyes up at you. None of them in unison. They seem to have no problem with this name. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know that you're safe. You manage to smuggle your new pet Vriki under your jacket and hide it under your bed before they even arrive. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps at the seat of your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters, but your dad pets her hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck for Lulubelle, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole windows at the field. I have a buddy! I have a buddy now! Look at all I did in 1 year. Yeah. I got so much bravery and so much perception. Perception. I got another full heart with this. I got some half hearts with the others. Oh, this is cool. I didn't get much in reasoning, though. But what matters is that's at 20. Toughness by 1. So I need to find a way to get persuasion. And a bit more with animals. Freak! Yay! My buddy is with me. Good old Minas Ethel. On +1 skill on challenge win. +1 bonus to straights. We'll take that. Come on, Minas Ethel. We're going on an adventure. Though, maybe we go ahead and save the game. Alright. We're leaving the wall. I don't have persuasion yet. But I want to get more animals. Ah, it's the old Hop-Eye. Hop-Eyes are usually docile little creatures. They don't even come up to knee height. They eat grass and hop away when you come near. But something has riled this group up. You see them fighting each other, getting in close when rolling onto their backs and kicking with their big foot. Oh, they have 1 foot. I didn't notice they had 1 foot. Punting each other up to 2 meters away. It's neat behavior, so you sit and watch until you suddenly realize you're surrounded. They've stopped fighting each other and are staring at you. They pounce. I defend myself. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, -1 to those challenges. Alright. Though... Damn it, that is not what I meant to play. Nine. $11. Alright, so we just need to get to a 7. Super goal! Yeah. Toughness. This cute little critter kicks you, but you kick back, sending them scurrying off to pick on smaller creatures than you. Yo, it's you again! You walk into the clearing and immediately stop your tracks. It's the Unisaur. You've seen them before, but they still fill you with a sense of awe. One, 2, and 3. For a 12! One, 2, 2. 10. 0, 1, 3, 4, 5. Super goal! Super goal! As you settle to watch from behind this strand of mustards, the Unisaur looks up towards you. Startled by your movement, you try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. And this is all stuff we've already learned. Let your mind wander as you walk through a bumble straight through the field of gelatinous blob grass. We know of the blob grass. It is not fun, blob grass. That's 16 out the gate. And we've already beat the challenge. Two, 3. With a 5. Massive super goal. I need more animals. I need more animal handling. What is a standee? Possibly. A nearby pond has dammed up and washed out the path. The path continues to the other side. Bravely jump over it. Two. 11. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Well, actually, we could go boom, then boom. Boom, 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 and boom! 24 super goal! You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Ooh. Gotta get up on that hill. Aw. Figure out what's wrong with her. We've already done this bit. I can't milk. Well, sadly, there's not much I can do here. All I can do is pop. Which I'm sorry that I have to do. I wish I had enough animal to help. You find Dis sitting on a large flat rock on a hilltop, eating a sandwich and looking totally at home at the colony walls. He likes quiet. We'll do quiet. You sit down next to Dis and get out your own lunch. Some soy cheese cubes and crackers from the cafeteria. You listen to the jungle sounds and think how it's so nice to just be free and in the open and not confined in the tiny toy box hurtling through space. Then quietly out of the blue, the rock you're both sitting on stands up and starts to walk down the hill. Oh, okay. You crouch and look over the edge of the rock. You're a couple meters off the ground, balancing on spindly legs like a spider. 8, 10 of them, evenly spaced. You realize the rock also has eyes at regular points, which you'd mistaken for shiny black pebbles embedded in the stone. One of them swivels up to stare at you. You gulp and try not to scream. Dis gets shaky on his feet, trying to keep his balance as the creature under you slowly clambers forward. He grabs your hand to help you up. Bravery! That gets me a 10. One, 2, 3, 5. Boom. 0, 1, 2. Whoa. A stressful event. Well, we're not going to take that one. We're just going to super goal win. You swallow hard and control your fear. Barely, actually. This is kind of neat. Biology is fascinating. You're too busy taking mental notes about the creature's anatomy and behavior to worry about your own safety. It totters along, using its long legs to pick its way through the bushes and uneven terrain. It must have had its legs curled up under its body earlier to perfectly camouflage itself as a rock. For a minute, the creature crouches down and looks at something, and the two of you jump off. You're impressed that Dis kept his cool, and you tell him so. Actually, he says, I was kind of freaking out on the inside. You laugh and say you were too. It's funny, Dis might suck with people, but it's kind of badass when it comes to non-people things. Me and Dis are bros. Family bros. Because gender doesn't matter when you're bros. I'm gonna plant something. New perk. All collectibles glow. Perception level 1. Oh, so 30 is where I need to be to make my perks happen. Okay, so I still actually have to go ahead and push them to a useful level. Got it. Peek inside the hole. Peek inside the hole. Look closer. We're going to go ahead and read this. The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasures for those who are willing to put their hands down the right hole. Put my hand in. Put my hand in. I'm worn out and time to go home. I went home. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal out of your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen to their argument. You're being unreasonable, your mum says. Solemnika's a teenager. You have to have the opportunity to take calculated risks, or she'll start acting out. That's just what a teenager is. Going off in the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to meditation. This time they sound really upset. It's unsettling. The danger isn't. They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Geranium, she grates. You said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. That you're even going yourself. Why not your daughter? Why not your daughter? I gave her the wrong voice, oh no. Because Flu. Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because Flulu, she's our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling her. Your mom almost shouts, and your dad flinches in shock. Solemnika's survival depends on her understanding of this planet we're living on. So you're not doing her or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. Want you to just shut up? Stay quiet. I can take care of myself. You're brave, but you aren't stupid. You assure them that you'll stay out of trouble. Your dad's shoulders sags. He shakes his head. You better even though it's out there, kiddo. He mutters. Your mom's first expression softens. Hey, Solomnika. Sorry, it's your birthday today, and here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. You swore in front of your kid! How dare! I just realized you have... Your earrings stretch your ear. Damn! Girl, how did I not notice that? I'm dumb. They both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up expedition for kids 13 and older, and well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday. Your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you're safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life, so if it's what you want to do in join the expedition, we're behind you. Just stay safe. Early quiet. Oh, my face. My picture. I've become moody and introspective. And also stressed the fuck out! Like, man, I'm so stressed. Come on, buddy. Come on, Mina Cethel. We gotta go and get a good old rest on. Relax on the walls. Just gives you a short nod as you climb up the wall. He's good company. For each unplayed card, doing paperwork. Get rid of Giggle. I understand that getting rid of the weaker cards allows for your stronger cards to pop up. Late quiet. I can do expeditions on my own. So this is how I get animals. Let's go. We're going to the plains. Yeah. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north of the Prosaic Plains, a high flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change, and now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here's a plas cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cut areas in a wound, boil water, and it cuts some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I would not suggest it. Plus 10 to combat, plus 2 for challenges. Are we gonna be in danger? Cool, fire. Are we gonna be in danger? Fire, fire. Butthead. There's fire. Fire, fire. There's fire. She makes a so-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area. Oh, sorry. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just going to be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of the flora and the fauna we see. Just don't touch anything unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's going on out there, which is why we need surveyors, even young'uns like you. The Prosaic Plains is a sparse region, just like you can assume from the name. You can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you gonna do if you see something coming for you? Avoid it. Good kid. Utopia proves patting on the head. We don't need any trouble. This joins you. You must have come on the earlier autobus. Good you're here. Good you're here. Utopia says, taking out another plas cutter for this. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. No, we don't gotta sniff each other's butts the time out here, but I do expect y'all to be in yelling distance. Combs can get spotty out here. You and Dis share a knowing glance, but you've both been sneaking out to explore long before you were officially allowed to. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover the ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Alright, team? Don't get yourselves killed out there, okay? My little buddy followed me. The prosaic plains. Another time to hit the save button. Ooh, glistering cluster. Cool. Ah, here's my challenges. Drifts of spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it, and you have to work to get them free with every step. Only way forward through is especially deep area. Take a break and play in it. -2 from calm temperament perk. Gained a memory playing in the snow. You make a snow buddy, or at least you try. The tiny blue crystals don't pack very well, and the stuff quickly melts just from the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. Probably should have worn gloves. You praise your lumpy snow buddy as it looks a little sad. Maybe it needs some accessories. Some twigs and grass, and a weird kind of jelly you find seeping out of the ground. You give your buddy antlers and fur, but you aren't sure what to call it. But you're proud all the same. Hey, Dis. What's up, bro? Yeah. Hey, Salamnika. Dis greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path. Hey, do you want to, want me to show you something? This almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is, gotta be pretty cool. I nod quietly and follow him, because he likes people who are quiet. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped musk trees and swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something when he holds his hand up for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous xeno, its legs deep underwater. It's a balneal, Dis tells you. They live in the swamps, but don't usually see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out like a spout at the back of its head. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful, bird-like creatures dart around it, catching the tiny fish that come spraying out. We should kill it while it's distracted. No. Sit and watch quietly. You enjoy the pretty scene together. Yay! This place is pretty cool. Spark snow is driving down. The visibility is poor. You can barely see your hands in front of your face. One. Actually. Boom, boom, 14. 1, 1, 2, 3, 16. I need to make 17. Two. That's 10 stress. Ow, that hurts. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. You keep putting one foot in front of the other, relying on the wayfaring and the fair bit of luck to make your way through. But you see something inexplicable. You squint... Wait, did I get there? Yeah, inexplicable. You squint into the driving snow, but all you see is a white on white on white. The slightest hint of movement. It doesn't look corporeal, almost like a cloud, like the snow is coming from it. It's impossible to get a closer look. You pull your collar tighter against the storm and move on. I'm getting a lot of stuff. Medicinal roots. One of your jobs as surveyor is to document flora and fauna through photographs. You see a thing, a skittish flock of really long insects. Each one has 10 to 20 sets of wings like long rods with knobbly bits of regular points. They're moving so fast they're almost a blur. You got a camera built into your holopalm, but it's not equipped to capture difficult shots like this. You'll need to put in some work. Animal challenge. Okay, I need this to work well, so we'll go ahead. Wait. If I can just go ahead and... There, 13. One, 2, 4, 8. From battle condition. That's a 15. Well, actually, we'll go here. What? All right. Use the mushwood log to get me to a 19. You cautiously crawl up beside the subject, raising your hollow palm to get the best close-up possible. Oof! Just as the camera takes the photo, your subject bites you on the finger. You hope it's not venomous. On the bright side, you got that shot. "31 with animals. Yo, I'm not doing too bad." Ooh, what are you? You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible crackling, pounding sound. A massive creature bursts through the trees, a boulder with arms, a bush growing on its back, a bush bulb. Utopia has mentioned these before. Part animal, part vegetable, and part mineral. These usual gentle giants camouflage themselves as a part of the forest. Run like hell, bravely stand my ground. -1 from battle condition. Alright. 1, 2, 4, 5, 13. I don't think I'm gonna make this. It's 24. Am I really gonna use all my mush trees? Draw a card. Shit. Draw a card. We got another 5. That's 24 exactly. Damn, that used up some of my supplies. Bravery and kudos. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you and goes past you without looking. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever involved the bush bulb turning past you. At least that's something to be grateful about. You stop to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing gold yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one. You get the reflective sunlight at first, but no, the rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern. You play the memory game with them, touching the stones in a pattern they gave you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks, affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand they like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry in Vertamina. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent. These rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited from your new scent. To what end? You don't know. Level 2 pets. Upgrade pet card via relaxing in the park. Ooh. Animals is nice and high. So it appears that getting 30 is where you start getting perks from your abilities. No, 33 then, I guess. Odd number. So 33, 66, 99 then. Via that logic. So it doesn't cap at 100, it caps at 99. Oh, I don't like you. You take all of my stuff and make me think hard over the brain variety. You make me brain think hard. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby. Loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Ba-dum, 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 boom, 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 boom. Suddenly, a massive, impossibly tall something punctures the low clouds and slams to the ground ahead of you. It's tall as a skyscraper and a meter wide, covered in chitinous bone like an insect. You think it might be a leg? Another crashes down. Ba-dum-dum. Then another. Ba-dum-dum. The creature's body must be up in the clouds, so high you can't see anything but the legs. Perception of 50. That's one big something. Stand still. You freeze in terror, closing your eyes and staying perfectly still. Maybe it'll pass by. You sense a shadow descending from above you. Something suddenly hits you from the left, and you're flung sideways of your feet. A moment later, one of the massive legs slammed right down where you'd been. Another second, you'd have been flat as grass underneath it. Mysterious stranger 2. You look up at what hits you, but it or they are already gone, having saved your life. You're too worn out to continue your adventure as you head home. This guy really likes to save me. I'm good with animals. Yay! I can help Dad. Though I think I ought to work on the toughness a bit. Just once. But I need to go through my entire month resting. It's early pollen. Yo, Dis! Dis these nuts. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze of the mushrooms forest ruffle through your hair. You look around for Dis, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today. Probably not. But you're about to return to the colony. You hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores to find Dis curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. You okay? I'm fine. Just leave me alone. I don't have persuasion. You want to talk? Why don't you go ask my sister? He mumbles. Tang is so mature. She knows everything. I'm just a sensitive crybaby who doesn't know anything. Dis wraps his arms around his legs, hide his face and his knees. I hate her. He mumbles. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's a big meanie. I hate everyone. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Oh, shit. Your brother. I'll tell Tangent you know where Dis has been doing. You tell her he has been sneaking out to explore the jungle, not far, but outside the wall. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hands. Is he safe? I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense, Salamnika. But you're just a kid. She's meaning offense. What a bitch. She's supposed to be my friend. She replies, however, I suppose it's good to know he isn't out there alone. Damn, you're being a bitch. You catch Cal at the gate to the gardens. He's carrying a big bucket of rocks. Hi, Salomnika, he exclaims. He pauses to pat you on your head. And hello to you, Mina Seethel. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you that there's a new park near Geoponics now. We can run around all we want and nobody will say we're trampling the fields. You should come play with her sometime. And bring Mina Seethel. They'll love him. Unlocks relax in the Geoponics. Hefty Xeno egg. +1 to card challenge suit. Yo, not bad. Hey, Dad. Your dad was sniffing and sneezing pretty bad this morning. He's gonna turn into a mushroom. No. He collapses around this time last year, so you've been feeling anxious about his health, especially now that the pollen is back. He's working hard in the fields, a respirator hanging from his neck as he grunts and shovels dirt into the wheelbarrow. He sees you coming, stands straight up, coughing a little as he stretches back. Hey kiddo, what brings you out here? Wear your respirator, Dad! Your dad makes blah 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 motions with his hands. I do. Don't look at me like that, I'm just getting some fresh air. It's hard to breathe with that thing on. I'm racing to get these pixie beans on the ground. He continues. We're all set to have a great harvest in time for Autumnalia. He leans on a shovel, tucking one foot behind the other and rocking back and forth. Truth is, I've been working like a dog. I'd love to get out of here for a while. Hey, what do you say you and I go for a little walk and say? He says, brightening. I know you don't want to go outside the walls much either, but we could do a little nature walk. I study all the plants the foragers are bringing back, but I've never really seen the outside. Wait, you want to go outside? Sure, your dad says. People can want to try new things, right? Your mom doesn't seem to see your mom doesn't see the draw. He continues, flipping his shovel up onto his shoulder and picking his way carefully out of the turned fields. She's like what she likes what she can control, you know. But there's a whole planet out there, and they want to explode. He stops and doubles over, suddenly racked with a coughing fit that makes him unable to speak. He tries a few times to catch his breath, but each time he starts coughing harder. The pink pollen in the air swirls and eddies around you both. I think you should stay indoors there, Dad. Oh, your dad wheezes. You're just like Instance, that old stick in the mud. I remember when we were younger. She was always walking around with her nose in everyone's business. She always thinks she knows what's best for people. Oh no, I've got the hiccups back. And they burp. Apologies. Despite his brave words, you have to hold on to you for balance as he catches his breath. Yep. Uno momento. Yeah. Okay, maybe now's not the best time. He gasps, finally putting his respirator back on. But you and me, we have a date with the outside world, kiddo. I'm taking a rain check. Who? He says, his eyes red-rimmed and streaming from irritation. I thought I just dealt with this. I can't wait until Instance figures out the treatment for this shimmer thing. She says maybe next year, maybe the one after that. I'm gonna be first in line, you bet. Huh. Relax in the park. You and Cal walk through the park, a special place set aside for growing ornamental plants from Earth. It was grown from a precious seed bank, preserved for over 20 years aboard the Stratospheric before your mother started planting them here on Vertumna. Almost nothing here is grown for food, but many of them are technically edible. It's so green here. Cal says, stopping to smell a bush of fist-sized red flowers with velvet petals. Wow, they smell so sweet. It's so peaceful. Cal breathes deep, a funny smile on his face. It really is. This is one of my favorite places in the whole colony. You could really feel the love in every plant. One pretty white flower in particular is flourishing here. The Astrantia, your mother's favorite. It seems to be growing faster than even native plants do, covering the paths and bluffs with tiny white stars. You practically have to push clumps of it aside in some places to make sure you don't crush any. Good thing it's so beautiful. Okay, I don't think I'll be getting rid of my 2 or my 3. We're not getting rid of those memories. Mid-pollen. But that's gonna be it for today. I hope everyone who comes to watch this, well, essentially VOD, enjoys the voices I do and very much is enjoying the story. You can find the game on Steam. I'm really liking it. When I'm actually finished, I'll probably go ahead and make my own file. Have my own fun. Without further ado, I hope you have a great day, great week, even better month. Remember to keep this year better than last year, because it was meh. So, bye everyone. Have a great time. And remember, $1 goes a long way. Bye.